Welcome in everyone to the live while I prepare everything to do this delicious meal. It's been a minute since I have done an air fryer demonstration, but welcome in, guys. Thank you so much for tapping in today. If this is your very first time visiting with me, welcome. If you are a return visitor, welcome back as well, guys. You know, I'm so happy to have you a part of this community. So, guys, with that being said, first I want to show appreciation and gratitude to my spiritual team, my spiritual guides, the Most High, my guardian angels, to the ancestors. Thank you for all of my abilities, my talents, and everything that you have bestowed upon me. Gratitude and appreciation for that. So, guys, I am going to cook a very delicious, healthy meal. If you all have seen any of the air fryer meals that I've done in the last 2 months, that's what I've been doing this whole summer, is preparing meals in the air fryer so that I don't have to utilize this hot stove behind me. But today I am going to be utilizing this hot stove, so because I have to cook my husband a real meal today, right? He's requesting a real meal, but I'm still going to utilize the air fryer. So I'm going to be doing a seasoned pork chop, smothered pork chop in the air fryer. I'm still going to do that, but I'm going to also do a sweet baked potato, which they absolutely love, as well as cabbage. So I still try to stick to, you know, healthy meal planning and healthy cooking as much as possible. But I know it's summer and it's hot and all of that stuff, but every now and then I have to cook a real meal because everyone is not on a bird diet like myself, right? But with that being said, guys, welcome. Thank you so much for tapping in today. So I've already started preparing, cooking my cabbage behind me because I knew it's going to take that the longest to cook. So I already started prepping my cabbage, and I already have prepped my sweet potatoes, which I've already cooked and seasoned. You guys know that I prepare the sweet potatoes the same way preparing candied yams, right? So I have my brown sugar, my cinnamon, I have my vanilla, my nutmeg, my ground cinnamon, all that stuff already on the potato, as well as a little bit of margarine. So because I don't want this video to be really long because it's really hot, I went on ahead and just jump started the video. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in the oven behind me. So I'm going to try to keep this under 30 minutes, right? Yeah, I know I get to talking and all that stuff. As I said, I've already started preparing my cabbage behind me. I did not season my cabbage because I don't like all that seasoning to be on the food while it's cooking. So once it's almost done, then I would go ahead and start adding my seasoning, like my garlic, my red pepper, all of that stuff to my cabbage at the last probably 10 minutes of cooking. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. Only thing I've added was the water and a little bit of EVOO to the water while it's cooking. And I wanted to cook in this purest form, so while that seasoning, you know how it started to change colors and all of that, I didn't want that to happen. So let me go ahead and step away for a second, but I want to greet everyone that's in the chat. Remember, if you're coming in, guys, give the video a thumbs up. Y'all know y'all girl be in here cooking on this air fryer, right? So thumbs up the video if you're coming in for the first time. Double tap the screen. Show your girl some love. This is your first time visiting. You are so much welcome here. If you are a new subscriber, consider subscribing to the channel. Help your girl out. We are almost at 300. So let me just acknowledge you guys in the chat for tapping in to this delicious meal. So who do I have a pleasure? Ma Cecilia. Hey, Ma Cecilia. Hey, Tomorrow Technology Fortnite. SS Shukrik. I hope I'm not turning that name up. But welcome, guys. If you all have not seen any of the air fryer demonstration I've done, we have done full course meal in the air fryer. The last time I did cabbage, I did it in the air fryer. It was the first time I did it in the air fryer. It did get cooked and crispy, but my husband didn't like that. It didn't have that moisture. I may have overcooked it a little bit, although we still ate it. I've cooked salmon in here. I've done chicken, as well as wings, broccoli. I mean, I've done everything in this air fryer. Just about everything you can do on this stove, I've done in the air fryer. So I like bringing these demonstrations because people don't really realize how much food or what all types of things that you can cook in the air fryer. My air fryer is just a little mini stove, right? So with that being said, guys, I am going to go ahead and throw this Jiffy cornbread in the mix. But before I do that as well, y'all know that I be running my mouth and I be talking. I get off track, honey. But I'm going to go ahead and start these corn muffins. And I'm going to, let me go ahead and do this because it's not going to take these pork chops. And I only have 3 here. And I seasoned them last night with some seasoning, whatever season you have. And you all know I like messing around with stuff, you know, coming up with all kinds of techniques and things to do. So what I did, I seasoned this really, really good. And what I marinated it in was some buttermilk ranch dressing. I didn't have the regular marinade that I like, but whatever you have in your kitchen, honey, use it. You can use anything to marinate meat with. But when it comes out, it is so absolutely good. So you see how gigantic this air fryer is. It's a really, really big pan. It's not going to take that long to cook. That's why I went on ahead and did a lot of things so I don't hold you guys long. But for those that I knew and have not ever seen me demonstrate cooking salmon, we did black salmon in here, which was absolutely delicious. And I'm going to do these in 10 minutes increments. Because this thing cooks really, really fast. So I'm going to do it in 10-minute increments. And instead of putting it on the air fryer, I'm going to put it on... No, I'm going to leave it on the air fryer. I'm going to leave it on the air fryer. Alright guys, y'all come on in here. Y'all thumbs up the video. All of that good stuff. Thumbs up the video. Double tap the screen. Let me go ahead, since my cabbage is almost done. Because I put them on at 4:30. I put those jokers on at 4:30, right? Because I knew it was going to take at least an hour for them to cook. And as you can see, they have pretty much cooked down. So they're pretty much done. And as I said again, I did not season these because I don't like all that seasoning mixed up in my food when it's cooking. But when it gets down to the nitty gritty, I go ahead and start putting in my ingredients. So right now I'm just going to go ahead and put in just a little bit of, what is this? Crushed red peppers. I'm going to put in just a tap, just to give it a little spice and a little color. Nothing dramatic, you know what I'm saying? Nothing dramatic and all that stuff. I'm going to put in a little bit of garlic. So you guys let me know what you think about this so far. How do you prepare your cabbage? Now, I do like the air fried cabbage. If you all haven't seen that video, I do like my vegetables in the air fryer. I've done my squash in there, my zucchini, my asparagus, cauliflower, and they all do come out really, really good. So I still do utilize my air fryer for everything, right? But my husband did not want cabbage again in the air fryer, so you know what I'm saying? Okay, yeah. So guys, y'all double tap the screen. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel. So I'm just gonna move all of this stuff back in. As you see, I'm just giving my cabbage a little stir. I'm going to hit it with some organic sea salt. I don't use the white salt, just a little bit, not a lot, because you know my family say that sometimes I'm heavy on the seasoning, so I try not to put a whole lot of seasoning anyway. Not bland, but not a whole lot of seasoning either. So while that is cooking, I went on ahead and I turned down the heat on this because I've already started cooking it before I start the video. Honey, that's almost done. So let's go ahead and start our Jiffy corn mix. So you guys let me know what types of meal have you prepared or have you cooked in the air fryer. Put it in the chat so we all can see what type of meals do you utilize your air fryer for anything. And one of the things that I have, one of the hacks that I've learned while cooking in this air fryer is that you can use aluminum foil in your air fryer. So I usually would have my bottom of my air fryer pan lined with aluminum foil, just because whatever, if I'm cooking something oily or it's gonna have some type of drainage, I want that aluminum foil to not make the inside so messy. You know what I'm saying, when it's time to clean up. So I have this prepared. I go ahead and break up my egg, and I don't use sweet milk, so I use the canned milk. And we don't do milk, we don't drink milk. But when I have to use some type of milk form when I'm cooking, I use the canned milk and water it down. So I'm really just trying to just, come up with different styles of cooking and all of that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So you guys let me know what kind of meals that you cook in your air fryer. Have you tried cooking any type of vegetables in your air fryer? Now, one of my favorite vegetables to cook in the air fryer is the zucchini, the squash, any type of broccoli or cauliflower. I really love cooking all of that stuff in the air fryer, as well as, I've done avocado demonstration, when you make the homemade pita chips, which I've done I've done a lot of stuff in the air fryer. You guys just got to go back and look at the video. So yeah, this is what we're doing. I'm going to go ahead and get this prepared, and then we'll have a little story time while we do that. So you guys let me know what you all been up to today, how your day been, what's been going on, all that good stuff. You got any good news you want to share with the community? Go ahead and put it in the chat so we can acknowledge your good news or anything that you want to share with the family. So if you guys have you ever done Jiffy cornbread mix, they don't take but a second. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm not going to use like butter or anything. I'm going to use my EVOO to spray my pan. And I'm going to give it a good spray. Make sure you check it up. I'm going to give it a good spray because I don't want it to stick, right? So I'm going to put my EVOO at the bottom of my pan. And by the time everything comes together, guys, you can really seriously do this in under 30 minutes, for real, for real. If you're not videotaping and all that stuff, you can really prepare a full meal for your family in under 30 minutes. And I'm talking about a meat, vegetable or two, whatever. So you can really do that with an air fryer. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just want to show you all this demonstration. I have not done the pork chops, the seasoned pork chops in the air fryer. So I want to, bring you all that demonstration. Like I said, we've done the salmon, the blackened salmon, which is absolutely delicious. A lot of people was really feeling that demonstration video. So they got, a really lot of good reviews and, feedback on that. So I'm just trying to evenly distribute all of my batter. And I'm going to go ahead and pop this in the oven. Because like I said, when everything finished, hopefully it all finished, at the same time. And we're going to plate this up. And we're going to let you guys see how all of this comes about. So guys, that's it. That's it. Everything is cooking. I have my pork chops here in the air fryer. We have the cabbage back there cooking. We have the corn muffins, the Jiffy muffins in the oven. and the sweet baked potatoes. So that's all it is, guys. Like I said, this you can do a full meal, a healthy meal, or use alternative methods to make it really healthy for your family. So it don't take a lot, just really just, being creative or whatever. So with that being said, guys, if you're coming in for the first time, be sure to like the video, thumbs up the video, help your girl out with the algorithm so it can be shared, people can be able to find it. Subscribe to the channel for more content like that. We have a lot of good things that is going on this channel. Recently, I think yesterday we shared a video with me demonstrating to them, if you're a first-time gardener, I'm a first-time gardener, and I am absolutely loving gardening and learning how to germinate my seeds and hibernate my seeds, and just planting my seeds in the soil and watching them harvest is so exciting. So I think I've become a green thumb, or I've really just gotten bit by the bug of gardening. So I'm really excited about that. So if you guys missed the videos about gardening, how to germinate your fresh seeds, go back and watch the video. I think it's one that's going to be coming out today as well, uploaded today. So yeah, guys, if you got any question, let's get to it, honey. Let's get to it. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But with that being said, guys, everything is pretty much done. But as I said, I'm really excited about my gardening. I don't know if you guys are gardeners or you like gardening. But for me, it really has been very cathartic and very nurturing just to see something in this purest form and see how it harvests and grow. That has really been very exciting for me to witness and watch. So guys, I would just like, if you all have not experienced or have not even thought about gardening, that's something you may want to try to do. And I'm really glad that I started that, because it gives me the opportunity to know what I'm putting in my soil. I'm watching it grow from babies up, so I know that it's going to be getting the tender love and care and the nurturing and all the nutritional soil and stuff that it needs to grow. So I'm really excited about that. So as things starting to get expeditiously high in the store with the cost of food and all that stuff, me growing my vegetables and my fruit, that's going to alleviate me having to go to the grocery store. And then not only that, guys, when the rubber hit the road, you know what I'm saying, when prices become so ridiculously high that people are not going to be able to afford to go into the grocery store and buy this stuff, having already started a garden is going to help. Oh guys, this looks so good. Let me interrupt myself and show you guys how already delicious these pork chops look. Hi, Pasca, how you doing? That's my friend Pasca from Lagos, Nigeria. Hi, Pasca. I did get your email, so give me a day or so to look over everything, but I did get your email. Thank you so much. For always tapping in. Pascal, everyone, is from Lagos, Nigeria, and he is an entrepreneur that is trying to open his own restaurant in Lagos, Nigeria. So we've been just communicating with him, sending him love and support and encouragement as an entrepreneur, to really just go forth in his endeavors with his desire or ambition to open up his restaurant in Lagos, Nigeria. So to you, Pascal, I really appreciate you. You always tapping in and supporting the channel. So I appreciate that. But let me show you, Pascal, what we're doing today. We're doing air fryer seasoned pork chops, and we have back here on the stove cooking. We have our cabbage. We have our sweet baked potatoes, and we have our corn muffins in the oven. So guys, let me just show you guys what this looked like already in the first 10-minute stage of this pork chop. which is really good. Look at this. Look how delicious this look. You cannot get this in this. You can see that it's still moist. You can see the juice falling off of it. So I'm going to just turn down the temperature just a little bit, because you know pork chops are really, really thin. It's not going to take them long to cook. So I'm going to slow down this process because it's going to get done before everything else. But like I said, I had already seasoned my pork chops, and I had already marinated them overnight. And so, but you know, my handy dandy go-to seasoning is this 6 pepper. You see, I don't have to have any left. I have used this for guacamole, for everything that I cook. So it's time for me to go get some more. So I'm going to go ahead and hit my pork chops at this juncture with this seasoning. My family loves this. I mean, I don't have none. I've been using this stuff for the last month or two, and the child is gone. So you can see again, this thing is hot, how delicious these pork chops look. And I have not put any oil on them at all. I did marinate them in some buttermilk dressing, and with that buttermilk cooks inside this pork chop, guys, it is delicious. You're not gonna ever want to cook pork chops with oil or flour again. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to slow this temperature down from 350, and I'm going to put it on 300, and I'm going to go ahead and start it again. Let me do this. Yeah, let me put it on 250, because basically it's really not going to take it long to get done. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to, I know the muffins are not done because I just put them in. So once the muffins get done, everything is practically already done, right? So, thank you, Pascal. I've been having a really wonderful day, Pascal. I've been doing, of course, you know that I've been tending to my garden. I had some errands to do today. So today has been just really me. School is getting ready to start here in the state where I'm at in about 2.5, 3 weeks. So I had to do some errands for my daughter and all of that good stuff. So and just really just catching up on some editing and video. So tomorrow will probably be, I took my daughter to the pool to swim for a couple of hours before, you know, I got really, really busy. So it's been really good. So how have your day been, Pascal? What you been doing today? I know is it nighttime there in Nigeria? What time is it there in Nigeria? What time is it? Is it nighttime there, or is it daytime? Well, it's daytime here, so what is it, 12 hours? Is it 12 hour, Pascal? Pascal is always tapping in. I really appreciate the ones in the community like Pascal and Mala and Go Beauty, Crazy Unicorn. It's a few more. Rebecca, you guys are always tapping in. You guys are always showing up and supporting the channel and supporting the live. Even if you just dropping in to say hi, gratitude, I really appreciate you. But you guys are going to love this demonstration with the seasoned fried, air fried pork chops. Got those delicious cabbage back there cooking, and the potatoes, the baked potatoes in the oven. And usually it is really hot here. Excuse me, but my husband wants some real food. You know what I'm saying? He wanted some real food to eat, so I had to cook him some real food because he got tired of eating, you know, all the salads and sandwiches and, you know, all that kind of stuff. So I had to go ahead and cook some real food, but I took this opportunity to demonstrate to you all what I was cooking and how easy it is to prepare a whole meal for your family quickly, easily, and, you know, still delicious. And, you know, if you're still trying to watch what you eat, or you're trying to modify what you eat, you can still use everyday food items, like your chicken and your pork chop if you still eat meat, and just kind of, modify it or tweak it just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So these potatoes are potato in and potato in. I just made that word up. It's hot. So these sweet baked potatoes are almost done because I started cooking these earlier before I did the video, so it wouldn't take long. So I have my butter in here, and I cook it just like if I'm cooking candy yams. So I have my nutmeg, I have my vanilla, I have my cinnamon, and all of that good stuff that's on the potato. And I think I'm going to add just a few marshmallows, because my daughter, she loves those marshmallows, right? And so, like I said, I'm really trying to eat healthy. That's why I cook a lot of things in the air fryer. But I also got to remember that, that I have a family, and everybody ain't trying to lose 20 pounds like me. They ain't trying to lose 20 pounds. So they're very supportive and all of that. So I'm not going to be eating anything today. So that's why I only have 3 pork chops, because I'm not going to be eating anything. And I'm just, really just cooking for my husband and my daughter. So I'm not going to be eating anything. But I'm going to go ahead and slap a few marshmallows on top of this. And I'm going to put it back in the oven. And that's going to be all she wrote on that. Hi, baby. So you can't come over here because you got on your bed clothes. You want to sit right there in the chair? Okay, no, I'm not going to fan. So guys, that's basically, everything is basically done. So if you guys got any questions for me in the chat, you can go ahead and ask me any questions about air frying. I do everything in this air fryer. Even I cook bacon in this air fryer. I have boiled water in this air fryer because, like I said, you can put aluminum foil in here. And I have those little bitty square aluminum pans that you get from the Dollar Tree, and you can boil water and make pasta in that water. So don't be afraid to experiment with your air fryer. If you mess it up, if it's an epic fail, then so what? You can just toss it out and start over. But I had a smaller air fryer, right? And I just started experimenting with my very first air fryer years ago, trying things, and some was a hit, some was a miss. But as I started to really be intentional about the food I was eating to try to lose this 20 pounds, I started to not use my oven as much. And that's when my husband bought this big old gigantic air fryer. And I think it has 8 different cooking functions on here. So I can broil, I can bake, I can air fry, I can warm. I can, I've cooked sweet potatoes in here, baked potatoes, like I said, squash, zucchini, broccoli, cauliflower, everything. I utilize this air fryer for. You guys have seen me make the pita chips from the pita chips when I make homemade guacamole. So you guys who have been here have seen me in the summertime utilize this thing for everything, right? So with that being said, guys, if you're coming in, please subscribe to the channel. Double tap the screen, show your girl some love, thumbs up the video, and all that good stuff. It's because there's a lot of good things that I do over here in this community. This channel for me is more than just making content for videos and views and all of that. It's a calling for me, because I wanted to show up for not only women but for a community of people that are on their healing journey, whether it's personal, spiritual, emotional, childhood trauma. And I want to show up and create a space in this community because I know what it feels like to feel isolated, to feel alone, to feel not validated, fear, judgment and all of that. So I really want to create a space on this channel that I could, create a community where it's authentic, it's real. You can come here and see all different on your healing journey. There's a lot of things that I think that has to change. Not only your mindset with healing, the way that you eat. Some people are healing from, maybe overeating or malnourishment or whatever, trying to, lose weight all the wrong way, and they binge eating, then they are doing all these other things. So there's a lot of different elements when it comes to healing, and we all we all are healing from something. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to create this space where I can incorporate all the stuff under one umbrella of healing: cooking, nature walking, grounding, spirituality, affirmation, motivation, mantras, all of that stuff. Self-care is a part, or it goes hand in hand with your healing. You know what I'm saying? It's not just one faceted thing that, just do this and it's all done. No, changing your mindset, rethinking, reprogramming, especially if you come from a very emotional or toxic or very traumatic childhood trauma. There's a lot of things that we have to do to really balance the whole person, mentally, emotionally, and physically, right? So that's why I incorporate all of these different things under this umbrella, because all of this is a part of your healing. You can't just change one thing and not, change some of the other things. Everything works together. You got a whole body, a whole entity here. So you have to work on your mindset. You have to change the way you think. You have to start thinking differently. You got to start incorporating new ideas, new things. A lot of things go into healing, right? So that's why I created this space, and that's why I cover so much, because we all are doing, self-care. And that's one of the things that I covered yesterday, three self-care practices that you can implement on your personal healing or spiritual journey. And one of those things that I covered in those three topics was gardening. The other one that I covered was creating a sacred space for yourself, whether it's an outdoor space or indoor space, creating a space where you can go, and just meditate or quiet your mind, maybe read a book, listen to some music, have you a glass of your favorite bubbly or soda or tea or whatever it is, but just a space where you can go when you need to reset. You know what I'm saying? You need to reset and get away from people and the noise and all of that stuff, right? And the third thing that we talked about that you can implement as a self-care practice was, really tapping into your creative gifts. Maybe you like to sew, maybe you like to paint, maybe you like to decorate, and really just giving you something to do or to focus on that you can do every single day. So tapping into your crafts and your gifts and all of that stuff, incorporating that on your self-healing journey, or making it a part of your self-care regimen or practice. And then there was the bonus that I gave. Number 4 was taking a nap. If you ever want to slow down all the chaoticness, all the negative energy, or your mind is just going 12 different places at one time, and you really want to slow down that momentum, for me, I learned to take a nap. I don't care if it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, if I just got up at 9 or 10, 6 o'clock in the afternoon, 7. But whatever it is that I need to slow down and I need to reset, and I just need to hey, I need to take a nap. I need to lay down. I need to slow down the momentum. I need to slow down that energy. And when you do that, when you wake up, you feel so refreshed. For me, I wake up with intuitive ideas, creative ideas. I have a whole reset, and I mean, things just started coming to me. So for me, taking a nap is very essential for me on my, on my journey. So I don't care what time, again, what time of the day it is. If I need to let, and my husband knows when I go into the room, or if I'm napping in the afternoon, he knows that I need to slow down. I need to reset. I need to just, give my body some rest for a minute. I need to rest my mind and my thoughts. I need to slow down just a little bit. The only way that I can do that for me is by taking a nap. So I just hope some of those tools and techniques help you on your journey. It has been very beneficial for me, learning to garden, all of that stuff that comes with it. I am just absolutely beyond amazed at what I have learned and what I am seeing, harvesting and growing with me just being tapped into, gardening, going back to, what my ancestors and my grandparents did. They fed their family from food that they grew on their crops. Someone was on my grandfather was born in 1900, so he from that plantation area. He was, told me he was, a slave boy. He, lived on a farm, so they raised animals and they cattle and all that stuff. But all of their vegetables, all of that stuff, they crop. So just being able to tap back into some things that my ancestors, my great-great-grandparents did, to feed and sustain their family, I am just really excited to be able to tap into that. And they have been helping me along the way. Things that I'm learning to do has just been coming naturally, intuitively. Some things I have been, researching and looking up information, but I feel so connected to what I'm doing. And one reason I feel so connected, because I'm already a nature bug by nature. I love outdoors. I love nature. I love grounding. I love all of that stuff. I got so many videos with me out in nature, with the trees, grounding, sun gazing, all of that stuff. So this just, to me, just come naturally. And to be able to tap into that, honey, please. Can't tell me anything. So I'm really excited. Oh, this is getting so done. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and take these out because they are popping. They are ready to go. And so I'm going to give these corn muffins just a few more minutes while everything is cooling off over there. And let's check on our pork chops. I can smell them. They smell so good, but like I said, I'm not eating today. So, hey baby. So let's check on these pork chop, guys. I love when stuff come together, y'all. For real, for real. I love when things come together. I love when my food looks good and all of that stuff. So you guys look at this. It is still moist. Look at that. And it smells so good. Look at these pork chops. Look how brown they are. Look at that color. It is absolutely delicious. And like I said, I only cooked 3 because I'm not planning on eating. But let me just cut into this to show you guys that it's done. And it's not dry. So let me just show you guys. You can see the inside of that. It's done. You see that? It's done. So don't skip on y'all air fryer, guys. Let me just take a snippet of this because it's the first time. Like I said, if I don't have my marinade, I use whatever I got in the refrigerator. Any kind of dressing that I have, I use it. It don't matter. I use it as a marinade. Cause all it's gonna do is cook in your food and give it a really good season, right? Seasoning. So let's see how this tastes. It's good, y'all. It's good. I'm sorry. It's good. So that's done. I'm going to move everything out the way. I'm going to plate this up to show you guys how this looked and how easy it was to put all of this together. So I hope you guys enjoyed the demonstration. Be sure, guys, if you all coming in, even if you tapping in or coming back on playback, Be really nice. Thumbs up the video. Show your girls some encouragement and some love and appreciation. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Go back and watch some of the other videos and see what resonate with you and all of that good stuff. And share the link with someone that you think may, benefit from all the things that we have going on over here in this community and all of that good stuff. So I'm going to get some plates or a plate, and I'm going to plate things up so my pans, so I can show you guys exactly what everything looks like. Like I said, I want to give the corn muffin just a few more seconds to brown. Everything cooks so quick. And then really, I think it's already done. But I'm just going to hit this with just a little butter for the sake of my fam. They like their corn muffins a certain way. So I can tell it's done because it's loose in the pan. So guys, let's do that just a few more seconds. And I am going to plate everything and end this live. But you can see just about everything is done. Everything is done. So I'm just going to plate everything and show you guys what everything looks like. And you guys leave a 1 in the chat if you have enjoyed this demonstration. And let me know what meals have you cooked in the air fryer. And would you try, this demonstration of cooking seasoned pork chops in your air fryer. So share in the chat, what meals have you prepared in your air fryer, what meal or what type of food would you like to try to cook in the air fryer, or you would like to see me demonstrate and cook in the air fryer. So you guys let me know that in the chat and all of that good stuff. So let me get something for our corn muffins and all of that good stuff. We have our, so let me just see. Oh yeah, that's done. That's done. So thank you, Pascal. Thank you, everyone that came in, for stopping by and saying hello, for thumbing up the video. Pascal, I will reach out to you via email. I did get your email, so thank you so very much. I really appreciate that so very much. So I'm excited. Hope you guys have enjoyed this demonstration. I hope something that was said or did today that was, encouraging or helpful, that you learned something new about air fry cooking that maybe you have not done before, and you know, is going to try some of these different tools and techniques or hacks or cooking, air fry meals. So again, don't be afraid to try air fried meals. I've done hamburgers in here. Excuse me. I've done blackened salmon. I've done chicken wings. I've done chicken breasts. I've done chicken legs. But this is the first I've done pork chops. So I do a lot of different variety of air fried meals. Every vegetable you can think of, even the cabbage. I did cabbage in here, but my family didn't really like that it cooked it so that I think I may overcooked it, to be honest. I think I maybe overcooked the cabbage, because every other vegetable that I've cooked in there, from squash, zucchini, broccoli, cauliflower, asparagus, Brussels sprouts, all of that stuff I had cooked in the air fryer, and it was A1. But they didn't like the texture, or I just overcooked it. I'll cook corn. I love making corn in here and using that Mexican butter and seasoning, almost like a street corn. So I absolutely love cooking corn in the air fryer. And when we doing, my husband does like he does this jerk chicken breast, and they love it. Everybody that comes over here loves this street corn that I make in this air fryer. So guys, don't skip on it. You have an air fryer, You don't want it? Give it to me. I take it. So I want to do a demonstration. My mother-in-law and my mom and my grandma, who is 95, they want me to do a air fry demonstration where, now this is what they like. Again, I just told you their ages. One is 95, one is 75, and one is 70 something. So one wants to do oxtail. They all have air fryer. One wants to do air fry, oxtail. One wants to do neck bones. And I think the other, I forgot what my mother-in-law said she wanted to do. I'm going to put it together. I know it's going to come out delicious. Any kind of meat you can do in the air fryer. But just teaching them and showing them, you know, you still cut up your onion, your bell peppers, and all of that good stuff. So I'm going to bring you that demonstration with all four of us, four air fryer that's going to be having going on. So yeah. So these little puppies, honey, they are done. I'm not feeling with these corn muffins. I'm not feeling play with these corn muffins. They hot, but I want to put them on this right here. Let me just give it a shake up so you can see with me shaking it up and they popping out that they done, right? So I'm just gonna put them on a little saucer here, a little plate. See, they just popping right out. But this thing is hot. I want you guys to be able to see this. So they just coming right on out of here. This thing is hot. So just give it a shimmy. Pop it right on out, right? Woo! Butterfingers, they popping right on down. That little sucker right there trying to escape. And that's probably because I used a EVOO and not butter or, you know, oil or whatever. I love the EVOO spray. So you all may want to try that as well. So you guys can see that it came out crisp. Everything, this little sucker right here, everything came out perfect. The little muffins, nothing left behind, they came out perfect. So, and that's because I used this extra virgin, this EVOO spray. So you may want to try that too. So guys, with that being said, everything is done. I'm just going to plate everything to give you all a demonstration of what everything looks like. Let me know in the comments. Put a 1 in the chat if you're going to try this meal. If you tried air frying, air fry cooking before, let me know what type of meals have you that you know tried and prepared in the air fryer. I know one thing that I'm going to demonstrate and do that I have not done is spaghetti squash. So look forward to me doing the spaghetti squash. I know that I'm going to have to prepare my pasta on the stove, but I can absolutely cook the spaghetti squash in the air fryer. So be looking for me to do the air fryer when I'm ready to eat again. So I'm gonna go ahead and plate everything up. Baby, Patrick, you ready to eat? Huh? My husband said he's ready to eat. Like, girl, hurry up. I ain't got time to play with you all day doing this video and I'm hungry. So I'm gonna get this pork chop for him. You guys can see this pork chop. These pork chops, guys, I'm not even playing with y'all today about these pork chops. So let me just show y'all what these pork chops look like. That is absolutely good eating. That's the pork chops, and these are the corn muffins or the Jiffy corn muffin. You know these look so good. These pork chops are moist. They are done. You see the color, and this is all from air frying, right? So I'm going to put that there. Jazz, you ready to eat? I'm just asking my family if they're ready to eat. So I'm going to get the sweet baked potato. If I can get it off of here, if not, I'll leave it on the floor. But this is the baked potato. And I'm just going to put some cabbages on here. So this is good eating, right? I put a little more on my husband. Ready to eat, babe. So this is the final product, guys. You have your, I have my cabbage here. I have my corn muffin and my sweet baked potato with a little bit of marshmallows on top, just to give it some, some taste and some color. We have our air fryer seasoned pork chop here. So you guys know this looks absolutely delicious, and it smells even better. So even without the video demonstration, guys, you all can cook this air fryer meal in under 30 minutes if you're just straight cooking without all of this, right here going on. But it's absolutely good. You can see that this pork chop is moist. It's not dried out. The color is absolutely beautiful, right? So guys, you give this video, please give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel, guys, if you have not already subscribed to the channel. Share the link with someone. Invite a friend, a co-worker, whomever. We have a lot going on over here. Go and check out some of the other videos, and you'll be pleasantly surprised with all the good content that we have, especially if you're on your spiritual, personal, healing journey. It's a lot of content on there that I think can give you a lot of tools and techniques, and just to support you on your journey, whatever that may be. Or maybe just want to align and connect with like-minded people, or with people that are just very genuine and authentic, right? There's a lot that we have under this umbrella that, just dealing with the whole person, the nourishment, the self-careness, the healing part, the motivation, the encouragement, the empowerment, all of that stuff roll up into one, helping you on your journey, right? So guys, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and prepare this meal over here on the table for my family. Like the video, thumbs up the video. Again, if you watch it on the playback, consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you all in the chat for showing up today. Whether you just peek your head in for a second to say hello, I really appreciate that. With that being said, guys, I'm going to get on up out of here. Remember, family, to always protect your energy with love and light. This is Goddess of Color, and I will see you guys in the next video. Until next time, peace, love, and alignment.